Hello, this is going to be a quick audio only video of me summarizing my feelings on the DC slate. This is a way for me to be more concrete because I know in my live stream I was kind of all over the place. While I'm interested in most of what was announced, this slate was pretty underwhelming for me, and I'm very skeptical, mainly because the layout of this slate confuses me to no end. I was talking to my friend about it yesterday, and she was looking at the DC slate and she was like, I'm very confused. I don't really understand. And I don't blame her. You look at this slate, it's like, what the hell are we even building to? What is happening in the backdrop? Where's the foundation? And it doesn't look like it's there. It feels like our heavy hitters are on the back burner. And that doesn't make any sense for DC, because you're trying to rebuild your audience and regain their trust and money. That's your goal right now. You're not at the same stage as Marvel. I need them to understand that. I need James Gunn to understand that. You're giving all these obscure characters these movies and TV shows in the first chapter. Why? And as a fan of DC, as someone who is knowledgeable of DC, yeah, I'm interested in Booster Gold and Supergirl and Swamp Thing. But why are we having these characters here in chapter 1 right now? How does that serve the greater narrative? And from a casual audience's perspective, why should they put forth their money and care about these characters they've never even heard of before? And you know they're not going to do the research. Like, why would they do that? It feels like he's trying to chase the Guardians of the Galaxy's success, and he needs to stop. You, James Gunn, you're not enough to put butts in the seats. Your success with Guardians is not enough to put majority butts in the seats. I need people to be realistic. Guardians of the Galaxy was a lightning in a bottle situation, number one. Number two, we were introduced to Guardians of the Galaxy within an already well-established MCU. We had a whole phase of movies setting up a foundation. Before Guardians of the Galaxy, we had Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, Black Widow. You set up all these characters and the fans came and they loved and they got invested. And that gave you the leeway to take on riskier projects like Guardians of the Galaxy. You can't copy and paste that with DC, but then leave out the foundation. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even look like we're building to a Justice League. We're not building to a big bad. It doesn't look like it, right? So I'm just confused by this slate. Nobody cares about Waller like that, to sit down and invest time in a TV show with her. The same thing with Booster Gold. I know Booster Gold has like a cult following, and I personally wouldn't mind seeing a TV show, Booster Gold, but that shouldn't be happening right now. That should happen in chapters 3 and 4. Once you've already established your core characters that people have grown up with, or they at least know of, like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Hawkman even. You already have so many strong IPs at your disposal. Why are you not using them to bring your audience back? Because that's your goal right now. And you are in the perfect time to do that. Because people are kind of tired of Marvel. People are tired of the movies that are being presented to us, these superhero movies. They're burnt out. So you could swoop in and give us something new. And that's another thing I'm worried about, is the tone of the universe. Because when he said in his video, when James Gunn said that Swamp Thing was tonally like outside of the rest of the DCU, I got worried. Because Swamp Thing is a horror flick. It's going to be a dark horror flick. So are you telling me, of all these films, Swamp Thing is going to be the darkest thing we get? I don't like the sound of that at all. The beautiful thing about DC is they had a great balance of darkness and levity. They had a great way of intermingling the two, and it created some beautiful moments, some great TV and movies. You know, it gave these characters a chance to kind of breathe and laugh in these tense situations, and it worked almost every time. And the fact that it seems like maybe that we're steering away from that and things are going to be lighter. Things are maybe going to be more comedic. I don't want that. I just don't. So I don't know. This slate narratively just doesn't make any sense to me. There's no way a casual person would look at this slate and understand what we're building towards. There's no freaking way. You're missing the foundational aspect. DC loves to skip steps. This is the problem. They want to emulate Marvel, but you want to skip steps. And then when you don't make the money, you're confused. And the continuity is going to be weird because you're keeping Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. You're keeping the Peacemaker show, which I kind of suspected would happen. You're going to try and make Blue Beetle, Shazam, Aquaman, and The Flash make sense within this new DCU continuity. Why? I don't know. So I don't completely hate it, but narratively, I'm very skeptical on how this is going to play out because I don't think it's going to play out the way James Gunn thinks it's going to play out. And I saw the comments. A lot of people are excited. They're excited for the variety, but I don't feel like they're looking at the bigger picture. I really don't. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and I'll check you guys later. Bye-bye.